Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of Algebra 2 Honors. Good to have everybody here today. We're going to build upon where we started last Friday a little bit. Who remembers what we talked about last Friday?
I do.
Yeah, Connor, what do you got?
You have to draw your two lines on your graph.
So you're explaining a process here.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the concept we talked about? You're right. What?
You just measure that certain area and the shaded area.
We started Friday talking about matrices, but now Connor is on to where we're going now, right? Which is shading areas and so forth. What do we call this kind of thing?
Inequality something.
Yeah, inequality something. In linear inequalities, systems of linear inequalities.
Yes.
And I want to talk briefly about the symbols. And so I listed the four main symbols that we're going to use here. And what do these symbols represent? This one.
Less than, greater than, less than, equal to.
Okay, so a lot of you in concert and chorus kind of told me what this is. I'm going to suggest like kind of a different way of saying it. I'm going to say, I'm going to call less than or equal to, I'm going to call it not equal to and greater than, or less than, let's say less than, to and less than.
Why would we make it so much longer?
Okay, I'm going to explain why that is, but let me write down the rest of it first. That's actually a good question. Not equal to and greater than. And then similarly we have equal to and less than. And finally we have equal to and greater than. Okay, and Jaden asked a very good question. Why did I go through the process of writing it out like this? Well, there's a very good reason for that. And I want somebody, if you can, to see if you can get my attention to answer that question here shortly, okay? And what we're doing. That was a good question. There's still another inequality symbol that I didn't put down here.
Equal?
Equal to with the little slash through it.
Yeah, and so Bryce got here, so this is a not equal to. And in 7th period, it was Steve-O who came up with that, but yeah, that's good. So, yeah, so these are and we're going to be concentrating on these main four. And what I'm going to do is go to problem number 1 first and kind of work through it and explain it, and then I'm going to call on people to help out from that point on, okay? How's that? And then I want you to file in your mind Jaden's question about why this order. I hope it'll come out here. Someone will figure it out. Okay, the first one here, we have y is equal to, right, and greater than 1/2 x minus 4. So how would I draw that?
Y-intercept at -4.
Y-intercept to -4.
And go up 1 over 2.
Then up 1 over 2. And what I have, the advantage I have with my graphics here is I have more resolution than you have with yours in the copying. So the proportion is still the same. So I can go up, if I go up 1, I can go over 2 like this, right?
It's going by 2, so
Yeah.
it'd be in the half to -4.
Right. So what kind of line do I draw here? There are two different types of lines, a dashed line and a solid line, right?
That was just
Is this one going to be a solid line or a dashed line?
solid.
So as I draw this, I say equal to there's equal to and greater than. Which way is greater than?
So the top.
Up. So you can draw just a little arrow like this. And the next one we have is y is equal to and less than. So where's our y-intercept here? 5. And our slope is -5. So you can go down 5 over 1. So you can go like, that's down 5 over 1, down 5 over 1. So something like this. So pretty steep. So equal to and less than. What I'm going to do for that is I'm going to change colors, just because I can. So equal to and less than. So which way is less than?
Down.
Down to the left. So what is our solution set for this? Well, it's this area here, right? And the last thing it says, give the coordinates of 2 points in the solution set. So I'm going to say like -8, 0. And maybe -4, 4. So really, that's it. That's our solution set drawn. Okay, does anybody have the answer to Jaden's question yet?
Does it matter on the line?
Okay, what happens first? Do you draw the line first or do you shade first?
Draw the line.
Draw the line first. So is it helpful when you draw the line to consider whether or not that is equal to
If it's dotted or solid.
dotted or solid, right? Or not equal to? Is it helpful?
Yeah.
So that's the answer to the question. That's the answer to Jaden's question. That before I shade, before I draw the direction, we need to know what kind of line to draw. And when you say equal to and greater than, that tells you draw a solid line first. Okay? So I want you to go ahead and work on problem 2, and I'm going to choose somebody to work out to help me out with problem 2. How's that?
Why is one of them dotted and one of them solid?
Okay, that's another good question. Well, I'm going to go, before I answer Jay's question, I'm going to say that these are called boundary lines. So Jay was asking why one type of line might be solid and one might be a dashed line. Why is that?
It's greater than or
If it's equal, no.
or if it's,
Oh, I think I know.
Think you know?
So that it's like, you know that it's solutions on the line too, and not just.
Right. Yeah, so I like that. I like when the student will ask a question and think a little bit and get some help and answers on question. That's good. So you're doing number 2. I'm going to pick somebody to help out with number 2 in a minute, right? There we go, Marcus. Get our Okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel here. Let's see, it was shuffle a couple times. Here we go. It's gonna be Bryce. Okay, Bryce.
Go, Bryce.
Okay, we got our birthday boy from last Friday. Going. Go ahead, Bryce.
I just started at -2.
At -2, okay.
Yeah, and it was up 2 over 1.
Up 2 over 1 like this.
Yeah.
-2 like this. It's kind of like this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then what?
And then I drew a dash line.
Dash line through those points like this, kind of.
Yep.
All right.
And then I started at, the next one I started at +4 and then down 2 over 1.
So, okay, down 2 over 1. So +4, down 2 over 1, sort of like this.
Yep.
Okay. And then,
Then I went, then since I both pointed to the left, that's less than. So it'll be below the negative line and to the left of the positive line.
and it's a dash line too, you said? So you're talking about this area in here?
It shouldn't be that one, it should be the one to the left of, right?
Well, there's less than the 2x, right?
That little-
Less than the 2
That's a small.
So less than both of these is this one here, right?
That's the right one.
That's what you got? Is that
I got
right?
the top one.
You got the top one? This one here? Well,
But yeah, I did it wrong.
okay, it's fine. It's okay to be wrong.
No, it's not.
It's okay, right?
No.
Jade. Okay. Okay, so let's name 2 points, Bryce. What 2 points you got for us here?
0, -8. And
So 0, -8, so that's like a, okay, 0, -8, and what else?
And 2, -6.
And 2, -6, that looks good too, right? So 2, -6. Okay, that does look good. All right. All right. Now, for the next one, actually next 2, we got a little bit different situation, don't we? Because what's different about problems 3 and 4?
There's
The
2
one.
different
You have to
signs.
solve the equation first.
Oh, that's
Solve
it.
for one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, solve for y, right? Solve for y might be helpful in these. So we got a choice like this, like, should I call on somebody to do number 3? I guess I should.
No.
Oh, can you do it for us real quick? I was trying
Yeah.
to do it.
Okay, I'll just do this real quick then. Now, there are different ways you can do this, and I had students in classes do things, like 7th period, I had one student do one way, one the other way. The way I would consider doing this first one here is if we add y to both sides, it's like we bring y over here, but make it positive, And we can take this 2 over here and make that 2 negative over here. You see what I'm doing? So now, working to the right, what we have is we have, on the left side now, we have x minus 2, and we have this symbol here is greater than y. And to get this in a right configuration, we can just make this y is not equal to and less than x minus 2. Do you see that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, another way I saw, I think it was Steve-O who did it, 7th period, was this. He subtracted x first, so he had negative y is greater than 2 minus x, and then he divided by negative 1, and he got y, change the sign, something is not going right here. Because that's right. Oh yeah, y change the sign, that's right. I forgot to change the sign. There we go. So divide by negative 1, change the sign, right? And so we get x, negative x divided by negative 1, that's x, and then 2 divided by negative 1. So in this one here, you had to remember to change the direction of the inequality. Whereas this way up here, you didn't have to do that, right? So that's just, is one way more right than the other? No. One thing to do it the way Steve-O did it is sometimes you just want to keep one variable on one side. It might be easier to do it that way. Okay, the next one here, I'm going to, well, let me go ahead and sketch the graph of that first. So we get our y-intercept, so it's less than, it's not equal to, and less than. So here's our y-intercept, and then our slope is going to be 1, which is 1 over 1. So we're going to go up like this. Yeah, that's right. And then less than, so I'm going to draw a little arrow underneath. Okay, next one here is this one right here. I'm going to bring it down here just to leave room for it. I have 2x plus 3y is equal to and less than 4. So subtract 2x. So we have 3y is equal to and less than 4 minus 2x. We divide by 3. We have y is equal to and less than negative 2/3 x plus 4/3.
I've never seen a 4/3 on a graph.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, good. Well, then you're about to, exactly, yeah. So here what we have is these things are by 2's here. So that means that the going up by 2's, 1 is going to be like halfway between, and 4/3 is just going to be a little more than 1, right? So 1 1/3. So if you can just put it right here between these two lines, but maybe a little more than halfway up, that's about as close as we can get, at least I think. And then our slope is going to be, what's our slope going to be?
-2.
Negative 2 over 3. Okay, so if you go down 2 and over 3, it'll be something like this. Down to, so it'll look something like this. 2 down, up 2 over 3 this way. So thing will be, and it's equal to and less than, right?
Yep.
So that's going to be what kind of line?
Solid.
Solid line. And then that's going to be equal to and less than. So we're shading down below here, right? So I'm going to bring that, so they end up both being less than, right? So I'm going to take this arrow here and put it down here. So what area gets shaded? This area right here. And what are two coordinates that are in this shaded area?
0, -4.
So 0, -4 would be 1,
2, -8.
and also 2, -8. Let's see, 2, -8. There's 2 and -8. That's right there. So 0, -4, 2, -8. They both look good, right? And that's it. Is that really very hard? No, it shouldn't be that bad. Okay, I'm going to choose somebody for number 4 here in another minute.
I say Kim does the body pull.
We'll see.
Just because she don't let us eat her food.
Speaking of which, Friday, I'm going to try to remember. But I know Thursday you're not going to let me forget, are you?
We like them apples. I mean, tomatoes.
All right. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, let's shuffle 2, 3, 4 more times. Here we go. Jada. Okay, Jada, we got you here.
I had to go to the bathroom. What had happened was, what I did at first is I divided the -3 from both sides. I got negative, or y is greater than, or how did you say it? It's equal to and greater than?
Yeah, not equal to and greater than, yeah.
Not equal to, but it is equal to.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. There's a line right there.
Oh, equal, yeah, it is equal to. Thank you for catching that.
Yeah.
Good job.
And, -2x.
Okay,
And then I graphed it.
okay,
Started at the x and y intercept, which is 0.
okay. So you went, what? So something like this?
Yep.
Okay.
I think an amber alert's going on.
yeah.
And then after that, what I did is I did.
Are you going to the other one now?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
thinking if I'm gonna add the 2y to the other side.
So he's gonna add 2y here like this.
And then, yeah, and then it'd be 2y is less than, oh wait, not equal to and less than negative x minus 2.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jade.
Huh? Oh, wait, no, not done. And then you do minus, divide the negative 2 on both sides. Then it would be y equals 1/2 x, negative 1/2 x minus 1.
Okay. And so, right here.
Yep, nope, up. Because it
Right
goes
here.
by 2s.
Okay, good call. Okay, right here. And then,
Negative 1 would be to the, to the down 1.
over 2.
It'd be
So
up
something
1,
like this.
because it goes by 1 or 2s. So it'd be where the hash is, where it's a negative 2.
Here.
You know, or I'll show you. I'll come up to the board and show you.
Okay,
Because
sure.
you see how it's going by 2s?
Mhm.
It's 2, 4, 6. If you go down 1, it'd be right there.
Okay,
And then you go over 2. Over 2, which is right there.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
okay.
go down 1, over 2, down 1, over 2, 2, and then keep on going.
So like this.
Yeah.
All right, so go like this. So like this is what you're saying. Okay, then what kind of line?
That would be a dotted line.
Okay. All right, what else?
And then it would be the solid line would be pointing up.
Okay, so this will be up like this.
Yeah, and then the dotted line would be pointing down. Yeah.
So right in here.
Yeah.
Okay, what are a couple points for that one?
4, negative 4.
Okay.
8, negative 8.
Okay, so there's your 8, negative 8. Here's your 4, negative 4. They both look good to me. What do you think?
That was stressful.
Okay, what I want to do is go work out number 5. I'll shoot somebody in a minute for number 5.
Y'all are all putting y'all stuff up. Losers.
Yeah, come on, don't start putting stuff away too early. So we'll just go through 5 today, and then we can probably do the rest of this tomorrow. This should go pretty fast, really. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. Jay.
Yeah.
Jay, they're
I
really,
got him that excited.
Jay, people are taking a lot of glee, and you're being put on the spot. Okay, Jay, let's go ahead.
Okay, so the first one,
Yeah,
line is up to 5,
yeah.
and then go up to over 1.
So up to, it's kind of like this.
Yeah, and it's a solid line.
So something like this.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, good.
And then the second one, the line steps at negative 5,
Okay,
and then the slope's the same, and then there's another solid line.
so their solid lines would be like up 2 over 1, something like this. Right.
And the first one you drew,
Yeah,
it's going to be, you're going to shade the stuff underneath it, and then the second one is going to be the stuff above it.
okay. So shaded area is this one here.
Yes.
Okay, and what are a couple points in this?
So we're a couple points.
Yeah,
0, 0,
0, 0,
and 1, 4.
1, 4 looks good. Yeah, they all look good.
Yeah.
Good job, Jay.
All right, so that's it. We'll kind of leave there today.
Very good.
Back.
Okay.